Cybersecurity is a big deal in our ever-advancing society built on technological advancement. With this comes huge hurdles to cross by our security experts. We have with us today a cybersecurity expert with vast experience in the technological industry. She will be explaining to us what and what not to do while using the internet and gadgets connected to the internet.
Hi, my name is Brenda van Rensburg. I work with Terrain Global in cybersecurity. I've been involved with technology since when I was 9 years old. I was introduced to technology through learning to play chess. What I love about cybersecurity is the strategicness. It's like a chess game. You always want to figure out what is the one move one person's going to play, what is the counter move. And career options, anybody thinking about career options for cybersecurity? There's a shortage. We need people. There's a range of different jobs. We've got SOC analysis, which evaluates the type of threats that come in. We've got social engineers who are trying to figure out what are the things that people do every day and how can we get into a system. We've got attacks. We've got defense, which is your blue-red team sort of scenario. And there's so many jobs in cybersecurity. The problem is there's not enough people in cybersecurity. So you generally got one person doing about 4 or 5 people's jobs. So I see that changing in the future. And law's changing. We'll see if I'll be up there helping change legislation and making it better for the everyday person. Australia is it's got what you call separation of power. So it's divided into 3 parts so that not one entity can actually dominate the whole of the law and legislation. In the 1800s, when the king said, "It's my rule, you do what I say," and then no one had a say. In Australia, they've changed that. Well, it's changed all over the world, but they've made sure that that never happened again. But I don't want to see that happen from a global perspective for cybercrime. I don't want cybercrime to become like a dominant area where there's only one rule for everyone. There really needs to be a separation of power, which means all countries are involved. All countries have a legislation. So you'll have your executives, which would be your cyber police. And then you would have your legislative, which would be your global legislation, cyber legislation. And then you'll have your common law, which is in another section, which is all the rulings that they make inside of a court. And it's really a basic framework. But using our mistakes of the past and apply it to a cyber front, I think we'll be able to combat, or I wouldn't say eliminate cybercrime, because you can't eliminate crime altogether. But I think we'll be able to protect our community and reduce cybercrime. For the last 4 years, I've been teaching kids coding, technology, anything to do with technology, hoping to give them skills that they can actually build on for the future. Inside of that is one of them is coding. And in the last 6 months, we've actually run a mini cyber camp, and just to see how kids would take to coding. And I was really surprised how quickly kids are able to pick up cybersecurity. I was really surprised that they are willing to accept ethics, even at a young age of 9. Ethics is a big topic, the difference between right and wrong. I've also known 2 kids to test a school networking system to see how far they could get. They hacked into the system because they were just curious to see what would happen. So and I do those every holidays. We run little holiday camps for those kids, and it's fun to see the kids actually grow and learn certain skills that they can use, that definitely can apply in the future. We give them basically a job. For me to find out more about a company or for a business so that I can access them would be I'd start at social media straight away. It's like an open white pages book of everything. I can find out where you live, I can find out where you work, I can find out what your position is, I can even probably find your email, website address. So do your best to keep your private life private, and that's probably a really good thing to start doing.
It's Tony ETC reporting for Undercurrent.